Hey guys, it's me and Glam Goat. Glam. And the little pink princess dragon. Ooh, I love pink. Woohoo! Okay, so today we're doing some kind of first impressions, some tryouts. My face might look a little strange from side to side, but there's a reason for that. Okay, you guys, why don't you take a seat? So, I did my 3 weeks with the foundations and the $36 One and Done by Urban Decay did not work for me. It was beautiful for the first couple of hours, but out in the elements, working the way I do, I am really hard on farm work. Okay, I'm not in a car. I ride my bike 20 minutes to work and 20 minutes home. So that's the first big thing. Will it even survive a bicycle ride? I'm dealing with a barn situation. There's a lot of dust in the air, shavings, animal dander. It's hot, it's humid, or it's freezing cold. It's, you're out in the elements. There's no air conditioning or heat or, So, when I do reviews on makeup, you have to understand I am really hard on makeup. Like, really hard on makeup. So, the Urban Decay, I got a sample. I'm going to use the rest of it because I'm cheap and I'm going to use the rest of it. But I'll probably do that once this is over. I'll do it like on my day off or something. So what I'm doing now is I have the Doir, D-O-I-R, Doir, and the Hourglass. The Hourglass is on the right. The Doir is on the left. The Hourglass is the Banish Perfection, and I can't remember. When I get done with this and I do the actual review, I actually have these written down so that, I can tell you which one it is. But I have one on one side, one on the other side. I'm going to do that for, let's see, today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, probably 5 days. And I don't know, I've already done a week on each one, so I know what I'm expecting. But I think in 5 days I should be able to decide which one I actually prefer. They're pricey. They are pricey, but you know what? Sometimes you get what you pay for. And whichever one of these wins, I'm going to put up against my Healthy Skin by Neutrogena, and see how that comes out. That should be really interesting. So that's the whole foundation thing. Now, crazy powders. Instead of putting it on with a brush, I've got this little spongy thing. Sponges scare me because I just don't know how to use them. So, they scare me. I have a beauty blender that I have never used that came in an Ipsy because I'm afraid I'll ruin it. I know. How crazy is that? I know. Tell me, what are you doing, Sue? But yeah. But I've been watching some other YouTubers and I'm thinking, maybe brush is not the way to do it. And I have so much setting powder that, I don't want to waste it. So we're going to try doing this with the damp sponge. And the sponge that I'm using is super cheap. Super cheap. This actually comes in a little round container with 6 or 8 of these little sponges. And they're like flower petals. I think there's 8. And it costs a whole, $2 for the whole thing. So, yeah, if I mess these up and I throw them away, I'm good with it, because, yeah. Even I can afford, you know, $2 every few months. So, yeah. I think as I figure out how to use these sponges, you know, obviously, okay, I'm going to go for the under the eye, which is a place that I generally avoid, like the plague. Just going to see if, you know, the sponge application makes a difference. Okay, and I stay away from the nose because my nose is very dry and I have some real scaly issues with, especially where my glasses sit, because of my eye condition. If I go outside, even if it's cloudy, I wear these prescription sunglasses, because any kind of light, like even this light right now, this isn't quite so bad. It's an LED and I can feel it, but I'm like a vampire. Sunlight is the absolute worst. It just feels like searing hot lava is being poured in your eyes. You know, just, yeah. And all the excuses. I don't have health insurance. I think that the laser surgery or whatever that is would help, but I don't have the money to do that right now. So until my house is paid off, I just got to deal. Okay, I'm using the Airspun by Cody. You know, I've seen this highly recommended on many channels. I'm getting down there. It's been using this off and on for a long time, because I'll try to use it and then I'll be like, it's not working, and I'll give up for a while, you know. Okay, I'm not going to bake because I have really dry skin. I just want to kind of set some areas in my foundation. So I'm going to use my beautiful brush that I bought from an Ipsy add-on. And just, I believe the word is stipple this, because I don't want to move anything. My skin has been really upset lately. I'm evidently using something that I shouldn't be using. I don't know. And I don't think it's a makeup product. I feel like it's a skincare product. I just haven't figured out yet what it is. Or possibly it's something I'm not using. I just recently ran out of that M3M Skin, the vitamin C drops for your face. I was using that twice a day, and you know, it lasted 2 months and I ran out. But it's really like expensive. Doesn't even come close to how much that costs. So no, skin just gonna have to get used to that. So I don't know, maybe that just did such a good job that now that I don't have it, I'm noticing, you know, how much better my skin was with it. I don't know. Okay. And I kind of wanted to cover that because the two samples of foundation are not quite the same shade. I kind of wanted to cover that, you know, line there. But, okay. Not bad. All right. Next we're going to do, gosh, what did I do with it? We're going to do the eyebrows. I opened this up and looked at it a couple of times. I have not used it yet. This will be a first impression. I've never used a eyebrow cushion before. This is a little expensive brand. It's kind of neat because, okay, let me get the brush out. It has a little door on it, so it's like it really closes up tight, and it's actually sealed. So I almost wasn't going to keep it, and I put the seal back on, but I am going to keep it. So yeah, off with the seal. It looks really dark to me, but I've never used anything like this. I mean, check out this brush. Okay. And there you are. Brush on one end, spoolie on the other. So I don't know how dark it's going to actually come off. You know, it might not be as dark as it looks, or it might be, you know, you might be able to like go in light and then build it to that dark. I don't know. I do not know. So we are fixing to find out right now. Okay, I'm assuming that you just dip the tip of your brush, and I'm going to go in the lighter side because I feel like that's going to, boy, I just touched it, you know, I just touched. So what do we got? Let's find out. Okay. Well, okay, not bad. Okay, I might be happy that I decided to go ahead and open this up. Let's go ahead and do that again. Let her rip. My brows, because I am outside a lot, they tend to bleach. And, in my younger days, I used to break out horses, and I actually did barrel racing on a rodeo circuit for a while. Again, just touching. So I've got some scars, especially from breaking out horses. This, I think, was from a Boston Mac colt that was coming along really well. It was an expensive little horse. Well, he wasn't a little horse, but he was an expensive young horse, and he'd already been through 2 other trainers, and I didn't understand it at first because I was like, you know, okay, he seems like he's doing just fine. What is the problem, you know? So I had him, you know, I was training for somebody else. I had him about, now this is, you know, a story, because this is one of those as memory, you know, as memory recollects kind of thing. But I think I had him in my place about 90, maybe 120 days. And, oh, he was beautiful. I mean, he was built, oh, Lord have mercy, beautiful horse. But, he was a grandson of Boston Mac, which was a Western pleasure thing back then. You know, I think maybe we'll see how this. Okay, I might be glad. This is just my first impression, but maybe build that up a little bit more on that side. Should I try the darker? I am. And you know, I guess I could always mix them if I wanted to, too. Anyway, so for like 2 months I'm riding this colt, and well, he was a gelding colt, but I think he was maybe a 3-year-old. Does that look too dark? I don't think so. Ooh. I said, he's coming along great. He's, you know, I mean, when you're doing a show horse, you're doing more than just walk, trot, canter. He's got to, you know, hold his head in a precise location, and his ears need to be up. He needs to be showing a good attitude. He needs to move his legs up underneath of him in a certain fashion. You know, I mean, there's a lot more to, you know, showing a horse than just getting on a horse and going out there and going, ooh, don't I have a pretty horse? I don't know, guys. What do you think? Wow. So, yeah, after 2 months of riding this horse around, I've had him in the arena. I've had him in the trails. I've had him down the road. Was on a gravel road at the time, so people, and back in those days, people weren't, like, trying to get you killed like they are now. They would actually slow down instead of speed up. So, you know, I had no problems with this horse speaking, no problems with not accepting tack, no problems with, like, seriously, I had no problems, and I'm thinking, dang, this is the easiest money I ever made. This is, you know, this horse is already broke. What? I don't understand what the problem is, you know. Got him in the arena one day, just jogging down the rail. Just a nice little jog on a loose rein, not a care in the world. Now, after 2 months of riding this pony, and I'm riding him 6 days a week, 5-6 days a week. Not a pony. He's a good-sized horse. Okay, I may have let my guard down a little bit because I mean, he's been wonderful, right? For absolutely no reason that I can tell you, totally between God and this horse, he does some bucking. Now, we ain't talking a little crow hopping bucking. If it was a little crow hopping bucking, because I just naturally sit in my heels, a little crow hopping bucking ain't going to hurt me, not one bit. You know, I'm just going to go, what was that? Get up here. Stop that. No, this was like rodeo time, sun fishing, towards the center of the ring, serious bucking. Let me tell you what, when I left that horse's back, I went up in the air before I started coming down. It wasn't like I just came off, okay? He was like, I was a rocket, and he was a rocket launcher, you know? Seems to me I lost a couple of teeth on that, too. I hit a fence post with my face, yep, and I got a scar in here somewheres, and I knocked a couple of teeth, and yes, I did. I got up spitting out blood and blood running down my eye, and I got back on that horse, and do you know, he was perfectly fine. He didn't even, I was like, I worked his booty off. I made him do turns on the quarter. I made him do turns on the forehand. I side passed him. I did leg yields. He didn't have no problem. Nope, never. You would have never thought that he had ever taken a wrong step. Never. I had him at my place 2 more months, and one more time, I think after about 90 days, he pulled that again, only this time I was ready for him. So as soon as I felt that bunching up in the shoulders and the back get tight, I lit into him, and we didn't do that. But I said to the owner, here's the deal is, he's cold-backed. This is his nature. Either there's something wrong with him that we don't know about, or he's mentally unstable somehow, because there's no reason. It wasn't like I didn't see something. There was no reason for it. So basically, the only person that's going to be safe on this horse's back, especially in the show ring when you're around other people on their expensive horses, is going to be someone who can see all the signs that this horse is going to start bucking before he actually starts bucking. Otherwise, you got a really expensive horse that is going to kill somebody. So, yeah. I did make a lot of money with having that horse there for like 4 months, but I lost a couple of teeth, and I still got a scar to show for it, which the wonderful world of makeup kind of helps with. But look at that. I have a stinking eyebrow. Now, I'm going to practice with that so that I get better at it. But, And you know what? Doing the powder with the little spongy and not leaving it on for very long, I feel like I'm not, I don't know. I mean, I'm totally not done with my makeup yet, but let me get up here. Keep in mind I'm old, so there's going to be wrinkles there. There's nothing you can do about it, but I don't think it made them worse. Awesome. So, woohoo, Mommy, you look pretty. Oh, thank you, little princess. So, experimenting with the brows, experimenting with that setting powder again. I don't think I will ever buy setting powder. I think the next time I actually buy powder, I will try a pressed powder, like a finishing powder, and see how that works. I have so much of setting powder, and by luck, I sold one. Somebody was looking for one from a BoxyCharm that I hadn't opened. So, yay me, got rid of one, but I still have another whole one, and I think I've got some sample sizes. So guys, subscribe to the channel. Ooh, like us. Yes, please, if you're not already a subscriber, subscribe to the channel. If you are already a subscriber, you know how much I adore you. I appreciate every view, every comment, every thumbs up. Thank you. God bless you. And until the next time, I hope you wake up dancing every single day. Bye-bye.